I'm taking a second for a clean YouTube edit. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends beyond the binary, hello and welcome. I'm Kristi. It's Monday, so it's video games. It's usually video games, but today it's Monday, so I'm here. And as you've heard, I'm here with my wife, Katie.
Yo.
We're gonna play Arcade Spirits together, because last week was very fun. I'm liking Arcade Spirits a lot, and the issue is my brain thought, oh, I'll do a visual novel on stream. That's fine. That'll be good for me to do. And it is good for me to do, but it does mean I have to talk for 3 straight hours. Which sort of wrecked my voice, and Katie very kindly offered to help me share that load. So we're going to share this load together.
The only one who can handle yelling for 3 straight... I can't even handle talking for like 40 seconds. The only one who can actually handle yelling for 3 straight hours is Annie, so...
She's got the disposition for it.
She's got the lungs. She's got the power.
So we're going to get into that. There's another thing we want to talk about first, which is that Black Lives Matter, that Indigenous lives matter, and the lives of people of color matter. Our current civil rights movement continues. It will not stop. We are glad that it will not stop until it has no reason to exist any longer, which it still does. Black Americans are fighting for equal treatment under the law, basic human dignity, and the right to not have to be afraid of the state. In chat, we have 2 commands. We have Bang Donate, which will give you some, absolutely not an exhaustive list. Please find more on your own. We'll give you some links to organizations that are helping protesters on the ground, that are helping food get to families who need it, who are helping Black trans people get out of dangerous situations. Underneath the other command, Bang Taylor, are organizations that are specifically helping people directly affected by the death of Breonna Taylor, who was murdered in her home by police. I don't have to tell you that's hideous. I hope I don't have to tell you that that's a lot more common than it should be, because it should be absolutely unheard of. So put whatever effort, time, and energy you can towards making a future where that is unheard of. Do you have anything you would like to add?
Black lives matter. Indigenous lives and lands matter. The lives of people of color matter. These are things we just got to keep saying until the people at the top not only acknowledge them, but act upon them, and let that and force the people who they're in charge of to acknowledge and act upon it.
Good. So let us shift back to video games. That was a good transition. You did a good job. We're gonna play more Arcade Spirits.
Fucked up my desktop though.
Xenon gives us 3 bits, so she is capable of saying hi, Jamers, Gene Gamers. Presumably, then her
I also fucked this up.
Thing does not.
It's still not working. Huh? I'm so sorry. We can't have you in voice this time. It'd be too confusing to help you voice acting with the delay. Still isn't working. That's Twitch. That's Twitch. We appreciate the bits you give us every time you talk, though.
It's by no means necessary.
I mean, it is if she wants to talk.
We're happy. Okay. Well, you've got me. I've certainly been shown the error of my ways.
All right, let's get the game launched.
We're going to launch Arcade Spirits on the Itch.io launcher, a piece of software I'm only seeing now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should have that, because I have a lot of games on Itch.io.
Oh, yeah, it's handy. Took me a while. This game doesn't have proper, what's it called? Resolution options, by the way. So it took me a while to get the window sized correctly. Really need to look into remote viewing. Yeah.
What, like a psychic?
Exactly.
So, speaking of the itch.io launcher, that's something I wanted to talk about last week and didn't. Arcade Spirits is, or was in the itch.io bundle for racial justice and equality. So, odds are really high that if you're a regular in our chat, you own this game. So, if you want to play through it on your own time, I highly suggest it. Make decisions that are interesting to you, because we're gonna be fucking around and doing kind of whatever. We're still in the middle of Act 1, or Chapter 1. Or Level 1, I guess that's the terminology they use.
Stage 1.
Stage 1.
Gay Zone.
Stage 1, Gay Zone.
Gay Zone Act 1.
I got a secret for you. Every act is Gay Zone.
So it's like
the Gay Zone never stops.
It's like Super Mystical Ninja, where it's always, you're always in Act 11 because it's the 11th game, and the whole game just keeps saying that you're in Act 11 Part 1 and stuff.
That's incredible. I did not know that. So we are still in the middle of chapter level 1. Like I said, this is long. This level. Because it has to introduce all of our dramatis personae and that. The other ones go much faster. I hope to be able to go through the rest of this in level 2 by the time we quit today. We'll see how it goes. I'm warning you that if we get to... There's a cutoff point, and if we get to that cutoff point and we haven't finished the level yet, we are going to go over time so that we can finish it. So let's see what to handle next. Someone cursing up a storm at Fist of Discomfort and a loud crowd around the Showtime stage. I said we were going to start at the top and work down, so let's talk to someone cursing up a storm at Fist of Discomfort.
What, like Fist of Discomfort? I mean...
Like the back of a Volkswagen?
I mean, I thought of that, but instead I was going to go with the tasteful fisting joke.
Oh. There's a lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade where Fist of Discomfort is being played. I remember Iris telling me all about it earlier today while I was bored to death at the ticket desk.
Fist of Discomfort, or FOD, is one of the most popular games... Fist of Discomfort, or FOD, is one of the most popular games in the esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. One year, Team Wicked Prodigies took on the Unreal and came back to win in the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match, to take home a record $5 million prize pot.
That's a lot of moolah.
And how?
Okay, so how does it work?
It's a hybrid of real-time strategy and button mash brawling. Fight your way down the top and bottom lanes, clearing waves of ninjas to finally topple the enemy dojo. But that's the action part. The strategy part involves using special abilities, purchased items, and ninja summons. FOD is sheer elegance in its simplicity, the way the different game systems interweave to form one masterpiece of esports perfection. Wow, this sounds awful.
Yeah, they're trying to, they're trying to say it's fucking League without saying it's fucking League.
Uh-huh.
I actually think that I would be interested in trying this game.
I think you'd hate it after 3 months and regret your time with it.
Like I did with League of Legends.
Exactly.
Oh, that makes sense. Fiber optics. So, summon good ninjas, punch bad ninjas, smash dojo.
I'd say boiling down a rich game of action and strategy played the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading, but sure, okay. Ooh, she's sensitive about her video games.
She's Data. All of which is super interesting and stuff, but right now all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth currently playing the game. The closer I get, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these are words that...
What the actual...
Do you want me to take that, or...
which one do you want? There's two characters.
The one on the left is going to be around for a while.
All right. I'll take her then.
Okay.
What in the actual boop was that?
No, those are definitely all words my mother would disapprove of.
You've got to be booping me. There's no booping way that is even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even blooping connect. Bloop this game. Bloop it all night long.
Get wrecked.
Rando Calrissian.
I like Rando Calrissian.
Oh, this is far from over, scrub. I saved up a little something extra special for you. I've been baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for. Hard. Oh, hey. Did I forget to mention that I bought an extra ultimate technique scroll from my dojo? Whoops. My B.
Wait, what? You haven't been farming. How could...
XP share technique with creep waves. This is just Yu-Gi-Oh! Take this! Fivefold booping explosive death claw technique.
What? How did you defeat me? No!
I can't believe he's fucking dead.
I can't believe he's fucking dead either. Xenon can't believe how many fuck words are in this game.
Oh, GG fodder.
Do you know how to do the Ojo laugh?
I do.
Okay.
How about, I gotta get a good echo on it.
Okay. Very good, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's gonna have some voice lines coming up.
You just add one.
Ah, dunk. My dry eyes painfully blinking makes me realize I've been standing here, watching intently during that whole exchange. I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but that didn't matter. I was completely sucked in. Couldn't tear my eyes away. It was like watching a train wreck. I mean, if the train was the arcade game and the wreck was that guy's face.
Hey, kid. What are you staring at? Never seen a champion of my caliber before?
Oh, seeing as I don't even know how to begin to start to even consider how to respond to her question, I opt to take a moment and collect my thoughts.
I hate her already.
From what I've somehow gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. That jacket she's wearing identifies her as a member of L7 Gaming, an arcade esports team. I love that L7 logo, by the way, on her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
The white and black square.
It's Neo Waluigi.
I'm so mad that you said that. I don't like it anymore. That's how mad you've made me. And she's the most direct, fierce person I've met all day.
So the opposite of a real esports player. I like her again.
That's saying a lot considering who I've run into so far. Our options, everyone, is she'd be fun to hang around, no doubt. Why so rude, though? What a sore winner. Or, talk about a dominating personality. I feel the urge to kneel and submit. I'm not going to lie to you, on my personal game playthrough, I took the bottom one, but let's hear from everyone in the chat.
What do you think? You wanna... You know what? I normally like mismatched clothes, but I don't think it works here with the black jacket. I know it's supposed to be B theme.
Yeah.
But the
She
white
got honeycombs on her top.
The white on the jacket is what really ruins for it to fit with the skirt.
The right click will drop the...
There we go. Yeah, I don't like the jacket completely clashes with her actual outfit.
Uh-oh. I'd go with 2 because I don't like her, but I like how you called that third option the bottom one. Listen, Yes. Xenon says bottom one. What would you do?
I don't know.
You're allowed to vote also, even though you're on the stream.
I don't know. I don't think she'd be fun to hang around with. I don't find her attractive because she takes video games way too seriously. But I don't hate her either. I did at first, but now I don't.
If the jacket were yellow, that'd be almost too on theme.
If the jacket were just... If it didn't have the white around the cuffs and stuff, it'd look fine. But it's...
You're having that one pop out.
Her team colors clash with her personal style. Like, really bad.
Oh, you're saying that the fitting herself into a team aesthetic is ruining her personal thing?
No?
I feel that's what you said.
No, I'm pretty sure I just said it's a shitty jacket.
Okay. Let's take fun to hang around then.
Alright.
With that level of excitement always gushing out, I can only imagine how much enjoyment she gets out of life.
I don't know. Seems like she might be angry all the time.
You can be both. What can I say? People love winning, and it seems like she wins a lot. At least between bursts of, what did Iris call it? Saltiness?
Saltiness.
Saltiness?
Salt.
Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet like. It's creepy.
She snaps her fingers to grab my attention.
So, are you gonna quarter up or not? Think you can best the hottest rising star of L7?
From what I've seen, I know I couldn't best a scrub, let alone a professionally competitive player of this game. No. No thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play video games while I'm working.
You work here?
Now I'm gonna suck up to you.
Yes, me. And what's your job? Hassling me? I'm actually pretending to work here.
Shh. I enforce arcade law within this noble funplex.
All right.
Well, and anyone got any?
Anyone got? You have to give him a second because stream delay.
Mm,
How do you feel?
I don't know. I kind of want to say this one because it's ludicrous.
Andy says arcade law is supreme. Xenon says all arcade law enforcement are bastards.
And Xenon got a 131 votes, I guess.
That's not how that works. Bits don't transfer directly into votes. Don't do that. Arcade law looks like a non-committal option. Well, arcade law is the non-committal option. I also like it. I don't feel like I want to say I'm pretending to work here, and I also don't want to... I don't know, should we give her as much shit as we're getting back?
Yes, I honestly think that if she's any good, then she'll appreciate that.
Alright.
So, me and what's your job hassling me?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright.
Boop right, I'm the new floor attendant. And if you're not careful with your snark, I can show you to the exit.
Oh, you are a cute one. And direct.
Hey, they haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are?
I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her. I'm Kristi. I did technically just start working here 6 hours ago. It might take them a while to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carrier pigeon to an ancient monastery, or name tags are forged in a vast clay oven.
Nah, Gavin's just slacking big time. I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect.
Thanks.
No problem. We gamers gotta stick together.
Ew.
Queen Bee, by the way. Aggro-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming.
I figured that when you put your arms over your head and cheered and shouted, "No one can defeat me, comma, Queen Bee."
Hey, I do not sound like that. Well, maybe a little.
Anyway, I'm one of the regulars around here, besides Purper and Teo. So you'll be seeing a lot of me in the future. Let's hope you last longer than the last guy.
Oh great, now she's even making my job into a competition. I hope there isn't a betting pool too.
You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my many streams on the internet, right?
Nope. I literally have no idea what you are talking about.
Whoa.
Really? You've been living under a rock for the past decade?
If you consider a small yet formidable apartment a rock, then yes.
Oh, you sweet child. You are so innocent and pure. Come, let me show you the path to darkness that is the internet.
We have nope, nope, nope. Sure, I'd like to learn more. Or will it hurt? Or traumatize me?
So how do y'all feel about the internet?
How do you feel about the internet? I think that maybe we should discuss it while we wait for the votes to come in.
How do I feel about the internet?
Who told you about the internet? Do you have nail clippers on you?
Actually I might. Unless they got moved. I think they got moved. I don't know by whomst.
And he asked the traditional question, would you like to know more?
I hear that in the Mavis Beacon voice. Would you like to know more?
Oh, I was thinking from Starship Troopers.
Ah.
Starship Troopers is a great movie that, in the vein of Fight Club, the people who like it don't understand what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to get away from this person as quickly as possible, says Bad Road. You didn't give me your internet opinion.
I mean, it's the internet.
You like the internet.
I don't know about that.
You're on the internet.
I sure am, but that doesn't mean I like it.
Oh, okay. Myself, I like the internet. I think we're 2 and 2. The issue is that Xenon can't really vote without spending money. And that makes me feel bad. Let's learn more. I'm waiting my opinion because it's my endgame. Well, it is part of my job to know all about the games here. And if Queen Bee is going to give me some insight on the culture around this game, I should take advantage of that. Okay. Lead me.
Jesus Christ.
I can't vote about the internet without spending money, so it's not going great currently. Yeah. I wonder if this is some sort of trial run that Twitch is doing to see if they can get like a bunch of people to just pay money in order to chat, which I think would be their dream. Lead me farther in the dark abyss, my mistress.
Aw, yeah.
Queen Bee grabs my arm and pulls me closer to the Fist of Discomfort cabinet. I forgot that was the reaction. I thought it was more mild.
Mm-hmm.
And upon further inspection, I see the whole haphazard pile of tech she's rigged up.
I suppose you could take it as goofy and sarcastic.
You could take it as goofy and sarcastic.
You can't just plug one of these cabs into the internet, so I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. That webcam there, it broadcasts my own personal PC back home, which then streams matches live to all my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. Costs a bit to put everything all together, and it takes like half an hour to rig up and test every morning, but after doing this here for a couple years, it's easy peasy. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on cameras damaging the paint job, I mean. Anyway, I prefer to stream from the Funplex than from home. There's so much to miss out on sitting by your lonesome with the console version of FOD the crowds, the wicked trash talk, the community. Sounds nice doing it from home.
Wait, are you broadcasting live right now? Are we live right now?
Nope, no way.
Oof, no. That was part of my warm-up matches. I got a pretty big tourney coming up, so I try to get as much practice in as possible. Even if it is with a bunch of fodder. As in, FOD-der. As in, you know, chum. Lunch meat. Scrubs. Losers.
I got the idea, yes. Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around the arcade floor. She gives a nod to someone hanging near the Street Fighter TM cabinet.
My crew's starting to trickle in. We should be starting team practice soon. Wait, what time is it? At the tone, the time will be 2:25 p.m. Eastern.
Beep beep. What the?
Whoa! I gotta go live in 5 minutes. Listen, kid, it's been swell. We'll chat later, right?
Sure, one thing. Can you keep the swearing down at least a little? We've got kids around here and I don't want you to get in trouble with Gavin.
Am? But for you, I'll keep it to a PG-13 rating. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's some butts out there that I need to kick.
Later.
And with a wave and twirl, she completely abandons me and returns to her Fist of Discomfort game. Queen Bee fires up her broadcast rig and the shouting and milder swearing start up again. I should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on the stream. Passion seems to run deep in this arcade. Everybody's spirit burning with passion for, well, various things, but hey, passion's passion.
Passionate passion!
Passionate passion. She seems to like me, which will make my job easier in the long run. There's a huge FOD community in this arcade, despite being a tiny strip mall joint. Good to know. Let's see, what to handle next?
Huh, a lot of choices.
A loud crowd around Showtime stage. In the distance, I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising since the first half of my shift was complete and utter solitude. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see that people do come to the arcade, but that's quite the crowd that's assembling. Like, larger than Queen Bee's team was, rowdier too. This has to be against some fire code or safety protocol or something, right? Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route in case of emergency is necessary. Time to clear the way and pave my own path of safety. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts.
Is it time for the spooky animatronics?
It's an auditory flashback right to 1980 Boop. Can't help but nod my head to the beat. A pulsating mass of people has surrounded Showtime stage, cheering on the current player. The game itself takes up a whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play.
Showtime Stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. It uses motion tracking sensors hidden behind the colored spotlights to check dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch the fever, Kristi?
I had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. As the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning up against the back wall. Did you see that, Teo? I got my first double A on Stop the Beat. Stop the Beat.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I did. You're doing great. Remember last month when you couldn't even pass that song? Totes impressive.
So, I said last week that I don't really go for guys.
Mm-hmm.
For a variety of reasons. I like feminine people mostly. It takes a really specific kind of dude that's happy identifying as a dude to, like, catch my interest even a little bit. Teo here is just king exception. His whole thing is good. I'm gonna keep practicing, and one day maybe even surpass you.
Hey, I hope you do. And when you do, you can be the one who brings in new dancers and teaches them how to play.
As the next song starts, my eyes shift from their conversation to observe the gyrations and intricate limb movements coming from Showtime stage.
Oh man, I love gyrations.
I also love gyrations. Xenon asked, why does she stream to her personal PC instead of just using her phone or a laptop or something? Why send the stream to your PC first instead of just directly broadcasting?
She's a gamer. She wants to spend as much money on as little as possible.
Yeah, I also think that's a bad plan. Like, it's not like you're getting better. It can't help the quality.
Oh no, that's basically that's putting a Xerox through a Xerox.
Yeah. You ever see Multiplicity?
I sure have.
You ever see the film Multiplicity?
It's not a good movie. Just looking back on what I remember of it.
I brought it up without really thinking it through, and yeah, it's not a good movie. I feel my head bobbing and my foot tapping. Hey, it's a really catchy song. Can you blame me? I'm getting really into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder.
Care to dance?
How about you? Want to take the spotlight?
Sure, I can learn as I go. Let's dance. What, in public? I think not. Or dance with a hottie like you? Absolutely. It's called Multiplicity. I feel like it's bad. Yeah, it's not good. You all are making me feel better about my decision to not watch Multiplicity. It stars Michael Keaton and Andy McDowell and Michael Keaton and Michael Keaton and Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton goes through a cloning process, but the clones are like slivers of like one emotion.
They're inexplicably one-dimensional.
Yeah, inexplicably one-dimensional. It's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they make a clone of a clone, and that's bad.
Andy wants you to dance with the hottie.
Andy does want me to dance with the hottie. I didn't dance with the hottie the first time playing through, so I think I might want to dance with the hottie also. How about you? How do you feel about it?
Sounds fine to me.
What?
What's up?
Yeah, I fucked up on the top. We're gonna stop and we're gonna take a break in like 5 minutes and eat chicken strips. If you want to pull them out and eat them, go ahead. Sure, let's dance with the hottie then. I can feel my cheeks flush lightly. A cute boy just asked me to dance with him! Exclamation point.
OMG!
Granted, it's for an imported arcade dancing game rather than junior prom. That's really specific and absolutely not a trauma point. Don't worry about it, but this rarely happens to me. My heart skips a beat before I can find enough composure to respond. What? Me? Really?
Hello.
You and only you. How could I resist to ask a gal such as yourself? You caught my eye the moment you walked over.
Hey, wait. You're new here, right?
Yes, very.
Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo.
Hey, I pronounced his name right the first try.
Yeah. Teo's the best!
Greatest guy here!
He's sort of like our leader? Yeah.
Oh, please, I'm nothing really.
He looks directly into my eyes.
Nothing as special as you. I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super close. I think you'd be a perfect addition to our gang. So, what do you say? Play our silly dancing game?
Teo outstretches his arm to me, waiting for my hand to grab his. Go for it. Politely decline. Shake your head no. I feel like, as much as we want to go for it, I actually don't know if we're allowed to play video games while we're working. How about you, Phil? Move confidently in the direction of your thirst, says Andy.
I have no shame, so
Okay.
You know,
So
that's 2 votes for
go for it. I think 2's probably fine, honestly. We do not... Badwood's going to abstain. I couldn't care less that I'm supposed to be working. One does not simply refuse to play a dancing game with an attractive guy. It's like that one dream I keep having, but it's actually true. I mean, a different dream than the one where I'm giving a speech in front of the class and forgot to put on pants. That's a callback to earlier in the chapter. Without thought, I take his hand. Yes, 1,000 times yes! As I'm about to step up to the stage, an ominous shiver crawls down my spine. I glance over and spot Ashley standing behind the ticket counter.
Dun dun dun.
I know I can't see her face behind the mask, but I can totally sense she's glaring daggers my way.
Dun dun dun.
It's creeping me out. On second thought, I'm actually supposed to be working right now. I'm the new floor attendant, Kristi.
Really? But I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime stage, now that I think about it.
He's out, I'm in. It's currently year 0 of the floor attendant Kristi regime.
Hello there.
Bob. Well, it's an honor to meet you, Kristi. I hope we get to know each other well.
Indeed. For someone that loves Showtime stage as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet.
True, most of the time during these meetups, I tend to let everyone else play. I go around and make sure everyone's happy and having a blast.
But what about you and your feelings?
You gotta...
Oh, fuck. Teo shrugs.
My happiness comes from making other people happy. Update the whole thing. My happiness comes from making other people happy. That's all I need in life.
I just had the haunted thought of what if Teo sounded like Elvis. Which is all well and good, but
Not doing that.
I still need to deal with this crowd. How best to handle it? Hey, want to film a workplace safety video?
Hey baby, want to film a workplace safety video?
Ground chicka ground. We seriously need to talk about crowd sizes. Can you disperse your fans for me, please?
Does it involve little flags?
Dispersing the fans?
What's that flag language for
Oh,
airplanes?
semaphore you're thinking of.
Semaphore, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the flag language that only airplanes can read.
This ain't a workplace safety video, etc., etc. Yeah. Do we want to film a workplace safety video?
Yes.
I presume that's a reference to like those wild-ass German safety videos. You've seen them?
No.
They are terribly comically violent.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's always like, here's the worst possible situation of what happens when you don't secure your seatbelt in while you're driving a forklift. You could get thrown over the forklift and impaled through a giant stack of wine bottles.
With a Wilhelm scream playing.
Yeah.
Anyone have any inputs?
I think we should film a workplace safety video. I'm not gonna sit here very long and wait for pop-ups because I'm sure people are watching this in the background, like happens with Twitch streams. I've decided the forklift video, read that the forklift video was a parody that someone actually decided to use as a real training video. Oh no. Good, we can start by getting to know workplace safety together. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you've got to break up the band. Unless you want to film one of those retro 1980 boop public service announcement videos where someone loses a leg dancing off the stage and into the crowd.
Guess we're kind of overdoing it a little. Shaking hands with danger. Hey, when the heat is on, the lights are shining, these things happen. I'll take care of it.
Luckily, the song that was being played just finished. Teo jumps up on the stage and cups his hands over his mouth.
Hey, listen! We need to keep the area to the left of the stage clear.
Oh man, but why? I like
my spot.
Hey now, you know the deal. We all have to be cool about fire safety.
This is one of the best fucking images I've seen ever.
It's Kristi's first day, so let's show her some respect.
I see everyone turn around and glare at me. Great. Now I'm gonna be known as the party pooper. I guess I've had worse reputations in my lifetime. Like that one time I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. No one would talk to me for a week.
Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Kristi's just doing her job.
Reluctantly, the crowd reshuffles itself in a semi-orderly fashion. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Teo jumps down and comes back to me.
Better?
I know, I'm genuinely impressed with how Teo can capture his community's attention. They listen to him, and they have the utmost respect for him. Yeah, actually, much better.
Didn't mean to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you know. Hey, you should still join us later. Maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be here dancing until closing time.
As long as that dancing is within the law, carry on. Officer Kristi has spoken. That sucks. I start to walk away from my next venture when I remember something I should do. I turn back to Teo. Hey, thanks.
No problem.
Well, I feel nice and accomplished. I was able to uphold the safety of the arcade and make a new friend. I'd say that's pretty good for my first day. Even Gavin's got to be impressed, right? With that business sorted out, it's time to leave Showtime stage. The arcade is now at peace. My work here is done.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
I also thought that. Well, actually, we're a few hours from closing time, so my work here isn't quite done, but you know. I'm so at peace, in fact, that I don't even notice the underboss of the arcade sliding on up behind me.
Good day.
Huh. Not a bad first day so far. I've been keeping tabs on you. Well, others have been. And they've been texting.
You know, you should consider getting a proper group chat app going. I've got a crappy phone plan, my texts aren't free.
A valid point. I'll look into that.
Impressive.
I'm impressed with how you handle yourself. I think you're gonna work out just fine. Anyway, I've prepared your paperwork. If you'd like to go sign it and make this working relationship a bit more above board.
Yeah.
So you're staying? Please tell me you're staying. I mean, I fed you and everything. Francine hasn't fired her yet, right?
An adorable nightmare joins the impromptu staff meeting.
Kristi's off to a great start. Here's your first.
Oh, she took her hat off. Damn. Kristi's off to a great start. Here's your first day, followed by many more. Don't you two have jobs to attend to? Just ordered a replacement power supply for Robotron. Nothing left to do for the day. Not many kids around for me to entertain.
Finally, a quiet moment. My dream job has been going a mile a minute since I got here. Is it my dream job? I told Francine I was looking for hope. I've been so used to life dumping all over me that I've come to expect the worst, generally. And yet, I can't say the Funplex has dumped on me. It's been hectic at times, a little too much, but not really in a bad way. I'm starting to get along with my coworkers. I'm helping people with their problems. Maybe I'm finding the hope I was looking for after all.
We've only got a few hours till closing, and it's nice and quiet. How about we game a bit? Speak for yourself. I've got paperwork to handle. Oh, come on. Don't act like you don't game. Irrelevant. I know your dirty little secret. What?
Naomi.
You sneak in early each morning to play pinball. You're a pinball wizard. Well, what of it? I bring order to chaos. Pinball is the very expression of that art form. You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tourney!
The girls are giggling, and I'm finding myself smiling right alongside them. All in all, not a bad way to end my first day.
And then the 80s faded out.
By the way, I've booked a birthday party for this afternoon.
The looks of confusion and outright terror on their faces, all after dying off immediately, are vaguely concerning to me.
Sorry, I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot.
A birthday party. How old are the kids, may I ask? That music.
Yeah,
That's so familiar.
it's not on Bald Mountain.
Okay, that makes sense.
Not on Bald Mountain?
It's her 5th birthday. Oh, to be young again. 5-year-olds?
Naomi starts pulling at her hair, her eyes wide and trembling.
Throwing the skee balls overhand into the glass, jumping up and down on pinball machines, putting chewing gum into the coin slots, pulling at my costume, tearing off pieces of it. Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before. Doom, the end is nigh.
I'd hate to get in the way of all the fun. Yep, it's time for my afternoon nap anyway. Have fun, dears.
Right. Battle stations, everyone. I'll take the ticket desk so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage. Kristi, roaming duty. Look for trouble. Do what you can. Prepare yourselves. They are coming.
Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Parents pulling into the parking lot, minivans disgorging kindergarteners, and suddenly... an explosion of small humans rushes the door, bursting into the arcade before scattering every which way. Even before any of them can get tokens, they're grabbing at joysticks, mashing buttons, eager to get their game on or even just pretend to be playing. The crew assumes battle stations, Naomi by the fragile pinball machines, Ashley near the door trying to distract the incoming kids to greet them. Gavin, armed with pre-stacked $10 rolls of tokens, quickly exchanges them with the adults, which beats waiting in line at the change machines. As for the pro gamers, well, Queen Bee and Taylor's friends bolt for the exit, abandoning them, keen on getting out ahead of the surge of kiddies, I guess. That's all very well and good, but I've got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty, Gavin said. Look for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but now the chaos is multiplied.
Join the Navy, they said. See the world, they said.
For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball being bounced around, or like that frog trying to cross a highway of traffic. Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise, and Kristi, professional floor attendant, is ready to attend to them. Which one of these should I tackle first, though? I may not be able to deal with all of them in time. So, we're gonna take a break here, I think?
Sounds good.
Yeah, because we've, have chicken. What do you,
The game has removed my hotkeys. That's annoying. Worked my... Oh, I was hitting... I see what happened. I was hitting the wrong button. Well, now I just feel silly.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get up, eat food. We suggest that you stretch your legs, drink water, do whatever self-care is important to you, and we will be back in 3 to 5 minutes. Please join us then. Hey, we're back. So we don't have time to get to all of these. I think we get 2. So, are we going to deal with two kids fighting over a box of cupcakes near Naomi and Ashley? An angry adult shouting at a kid near Teo and Queen Bee? Or a little girl crying over her stolen tickets near Percy and Gavin? Battered says, I think I'd go after the adult yelling at a kid since there's not an employee already over there. Although in retrospect, I realize we're probably supposed to handle problems near the people we want to talk to. So I'd go deal with the cupcakes, even though that's the furthest from our purview. I myself, I think, initially chose, and still want to initially choose, an angry adult shouting at a kid, because adults shouldn't be yelling at kids for almost any reason.
Mm-hmm.
That possibility space is deeply narrow. I don't think you can get there in an arcade.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, I also want to intercept this crap-ass adult person. So let's slap that bar. Oh, that's not the mouse. What is this?
That is a water bottle.
That's the dog water bottle. Good. Barp.
Barp.
What do you mean Barps has bite? The sounds of hardship call to me from the Fast Cars 5 racing games. Shouting adults and crying children are never particularly good signs, and I hope beyond hope that I can take this on. I shake the discomfort off. Now's not the time to doubt myself. I need to find out what's going on, and stats.
Just trying to use the mouse, but it's on the other side of me.
It's fine. It's just a cuddle. As I get closer to the revving of engines and the clacking of shifting gears, I see a grown woman berate a cowering boy.
I didn't.
Admit it. You know what you did, you brat. You manipulated my precious son to put his tokens in your game. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm sorry.
Children like you are the absolute worst. Garbage. Yeah.
Man, keep your voice down. There's no need to shout at a child, no less. What's going on here?
This jerk of a boy told my sweetest beyond sweet Josh that he should put his own tokens into the racing machine so he could play it for free.
I'll let you handle the clicking now. But I will keep my arm where it is.
Josh earned those tokens from his own allowance, and I won't let some devil child steal his money.
Let's just take a moment to calm down, okay? Before I say anything else, I spot Queen Bee and Teo out of the corner of my eye. Queen Bee looks infuriated, and Teo has his face buried in his hand. Actually, now that I stop and think about it, they might have some insight. The racing games are right next to the Showtime stage. Teo probably had a good vantage point of the whole thing if he was dancing on stage. And just by the way Queen Bee's brows are furrowed, I can tell something is not sitting right with her.
Is she gonna punch the mom?
I really hope she punches the mom. I could ask one of them for their help. Or I could try to solve this one by myself.
I kind of want to ask Teo just in hopes that she punches the mom.
You mean Queen Bee?
Yes, that's what I mean. I don't have their names down yet.
It's okay.
Yeah, I kind of want to go with Queen Bee just in hopes she punches the mom.
Andy agrees with you. And I'm also agreeing with you, so that's a 3. Which I think is simple majority for a chat of like
7?
6 people.
I think your math is wrong.
No, no, not that. Don't worry about it. Since Queen Bee has been consumed by rage, I bet she knows what's really going on here. I wave her over to join us. I attempt to reach out to her for guidance. Ma'am, I know that you're upset right now, but I think that...
That lady is a booping no good piece of boop.
Nope, not helping.
Disagree.
I also disagree. This is in fact the furthest away from helping I could ever envision. The kid runs away to avoid the loud people as I try my best to defuse the situation. I
That boy did nothing wrong. Nothing.
Excuse me.
Part.
I like your Ash the Cat voice.
I don't know what that is. I'm going for more like a Harpy and Teen Girl Squad.
It's Allison's cat from Movie Night.
Oh, from Movie Nights? That makes sense. Look, y'all called her specifically to escalate the fight. Listen, listen, we agree. We, all of us, agree. I don't get to, like, finally manipulate what Virtual Kristi says.
How dare you?
There's no way I'm getting a word in between these two. I sigh and resign myself to watching it play out.
Maybe get some popcorn.
I should get some popcorn.
How dare I? How booping dare you for yelling at that kid? I don't care if he did what you claim or not. You have got no right to traumatize him over it.
He's a thief, and he'll grow up to be a no-good criminal.
That still doesn't boopin' matter. Do you honestly think, like, take a single boopin' second of your life and really think that shouting at a child is an effective way to handle this?
You can't tell me how I should act. Who do you think you are?
I am the nemesis of evildoers. Righter of wrongs. Rising star of L7 Gaming.
Queen Bee poses in her trademark pose.
Which I guess is just this.
She's about to switch to it.
Oh, okay.
No one can defeat me.
I am the one and only Queen Bee. And in the name of the Funplex, I shall punish you. I am the terror that flaps in the night.
Well, I've never.
Oh, she absolutely just punched her.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Uh-huh.
In all my years, you're far worse than that impudent child. Josh, we are leaving this horrible arcade. Right now.
Well, that's one way to handle that. The woman scoops up her child and storms out the front door. I don't think we'll see her or her son anymore, and frankly, I'm okay with that. Once they are gone, Queen Bee turns her attention back to me.
Come on.
Ugh. People like that are really booping me off. My blood is still boiling.
Hey.
Oh. And hey, thanks for the backup.
You're welcome? I didn't really do much of anything.
Yeah, well, I knew you had my back, kid. I can sense that you're like me. I can't stand to see people get screamed at. Sucks, you know?
Queen Bee's whole aura changed from her normal upbeat snark to being completely down in the dumps. This is a side of her I haven't seen yet.
Having known her for about 6 minutes total.
About 20 minutes, maybe. She just looks so sad. But you yell at people all the time.
No, she yells with people.
Are you doing okay? Or I'm not going to pry. I understand why you yell at people all the time is different.
Mm-hmm.
In a way that isn't like comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this response has that amount of fine-tuning.
Mm-hmm. I'd go with the middle.
Are you doing okay? I also kind of would like to see if she's doing okay.
We got any input from the audience? Middle choice.
Middle choice. I know it's really none of my business, but I feel I should ask about this. It looks like the incident hit her hard. Hey, everything all right? Okay, you can tell me. She pauses for a second before her normal smile creeps back on her lips.
Seriously, I'll be fine. I just don't like seeing adults treat kids like their future's nothing. Like they'll be worthless stains on society. I had a lot of people tell me I could never be a professional gamer, that I should quit daydreaming. And I say boop those people. Don't let anyone tell you who you are.
Hey, thanks.
But hey, thanks for asking. Appreciate it, kid. Alright, show's over. You should go check up on that boy.
The boy! I totally forgot. You're right.
I always am. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to try to squeeze in a few more matches before quitting time.
Later.
I'm out, kid.
Queen Bee takes one more moment to triangulate the safest path past to Fist of Discomfort through a sea of children. After poking around a bit, I managed to find the kid, still shaken up from the whole ordeal. Hey, sorry about all that. You gonna be okay?
Think so. I swear I didn't do anything. The other kid, he just came up out of nowhere and dropped his token in my slot. After I lost, I got off the game and offered it to him, and he just ran away.
And then that woman approached you and started yelling. The boy nods, wiping his snotty nose on his shirt.
Uh-huh.
Well, if it's any consolation, the bad lady is gone, and I don't think she's ever gonna come back. Especially after the way Queen Bee burned her. The boy, cheeks still streaked with tears, lets a smile spread on his face.
Thank you. Don't tell the other lady, and tell the other lady thanks for sticking up for me too.
A nod and the boy scurries off to rejoin some of his other friends. Right, that's that sorted out. But the other two situations are about to spin out of control. We've only got time to deal with one of them. Which one? We have two kids fighting over a box of cupcakes, which is what Bad Road wanted. And a little girl crying over her stolen tickets near Percy and Gavin.
I mean, if we're going by the severity of the problem, this one needs attention first. But, on the other hand, if we want to do it near Naomi and Ashley, we gotta go for the cupcakes.
That's true.
Like, personally, I'm just tempted to play this, based on decisions I'd make and not on who I want to flirt with.
That's true. Bad Road says, I want to be clear, cupcakes are not our job, but I like Naomi. I want to see if if anyone else has opinions. But I would also choose stolen tickets because, again, that is our job. Then again, Gavin can probably sort that out because
he can sort out getting the tickets back to her, but not solving the core problem.
Ah. I'm torn. I guess tiebreaker goes with tickets because it's our job and I like Gavin. Alright. That is fair. I weave my way through the waves of children towards the skee ball TM machines.
Did you know that was a trademark?
I didn't actually. One little girl sitting at the end of a skee ball TM ramp crying. No parent in sight to settle her, so the task falls to me. I'm guessing I should be more cautious about this sort of thing, what with lawsuit-happy parents lurking over the vending machines, ignoring their kids, but floor attendant Kristi decided to take the case all the same. Hey, my name's Kristi and I work here at the arcade. What's wrong? Can I help? Her sobbing pauses as she looks up at me.
I lost my tickets. Someone stole them from me. I played and won a bunch of them, and then I put them down and I was talking to a friend and now they're gone.
I glance around, but in a sea of kids, it's impossible to tell who the thief could be.
I don't even have any more tokens to play with. I spent them all on skee ball and my tickets are all gone now.
Easy. We'll figure this out somehow. Although I've got no clue where to even start, to be honest. Maybe there was a witness to the crime? Percy would have had a good view of the Redemption game area based on where Moopy's positioned. Gavin has the ticket desk, a veritable crow's nest for the whole arcade. He could have spotted something. Or I could just bend the rules and solve this directly. Andy says, is Percy the guy who offered to buy an arcade machine last time? No, Percy is the guy who gave us $1,000 and outright bought Moopy last time.
Mm-hmm.
Because we talked him down from $3,000.
It seems unlikely that he would have actually noticed what happened. So I'm going to say if we're going to go to someone, Gavin seems the better choice.
Right, the Dream Daddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
My name's Percy.
But Percy, unfortunately, just stays really absorbed in his game.
I also feel that is the case. Andy says Gavin seems more watchful, yeah.
Gavin, then?
Yeah, sure. Nope. Not gonna mess around with this one. A theft is serious business. Wait right here, okay, kid? I'll go get help. We'll get to the bottom of this, I promise.
Okay.
I duck through the crowd, weaving my way back to the ticket desk. Hey, Gavin, that girl over there...
Boy with the red hair currently playing Frogger. He took her tickets when she wasn't looking.
Wait, you saw?
Certain.
Of course, what of it?
So do we bring it up to his parents or the cops? Don't call cops. Don't do that thing. Or, wait, you knew and didn't do anything to help? Or, let's not start a ruckus. How about we replace them?
I'm firmly middle option here.
You knew and didn't do anything to help?
Mm-hmm. I'd be a little taken aback.
Middle choice. I want to know why he didn't do anything. That's pretty unanimous.
Uh-huh.
Hang on a minute. You saw this kid take the tickets?
Yeah.
And you didn't do anything at all of it?
First, I'm tied down to the desk. It's all hands on deck, Kristi. Nobody out of position, not even for a minute.
Doubtful.
Second, confronting the boy won't do any good. He'll clam up and refuse to ever admit wrongdoing. And the parents can be twice as immature, I found. Right now, I just want to keep the peace. One girl crying is less of a disturbance than a boy throwing a tantrum.
The way he stands there, so stoic and uncaring, while that girl in pink just sobs. It's not right. I mean, seriously, it's not right, but he's my boss. How hard do I want to push this? Let's go through all the options. We have, Gavin, have a heart. What makes her sadness less important than that boy's potential tantrum? Or, I call bull boop on that. I thought you were all about supporting others' dreams. Or, I can't say I like it, but it's your call. I wash my hands of this one.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah, we're not gonna wash our hands clean of this.
So, do we want to try and reason with him, or do we want to raise our voice? That's the question.
I also don't like this math. I think, if you quote Pontius Pilate, you've already lost, I think. Yeah. Andy also wants to fight Gavin about the math.
Mm-hmm.
I mostly just want to hear Kristi say bull boop again, so middle choice.
I think I'm more on the top choice personally, but I can go either one. Both are reasonable ways to say, Gavin, what the fuck?
I was going to say reason with him, but I'm also okay with yelling at him. That's a lot of people saying that's 2 for yelling.
Mm-hmm. And 5 for fighting.
And 5 for fighting. Let's yell then.
Alright.
Hypocritical much?
Pardon?
Excuse me?
You gave me that big speech about protecting the dreams of others, that this arcade was more than a job. More than 4 walls filled with beeps and boops that we haven't heard in a while because I've been drowning them out. If you really walk the walk and talk the talk, you would support the dream of a little girl who was wronged and not let a bully walk free. Or are you saying his dream of taking what he wants is more important to protect? At first, it looks like he's going to chew me out for standing up to him. But...
You think me a monster.
I hadn't intended.
Of course I feel bad about this. I feel bad for her. And he shouldn't get away with it. I'm just trying to protect the arcade as a whole.
Then do it. Protect the arcade by protecting the gamers and their dreams. He sighs like a stress release valve yawning open and closed.
Indeed.
You're right, of course.
Apologies.
Focusing on the big picture does tend to leave me apathetic to each individual brushstroke. My apologies, Kristi. I'm lucky I had you to put me back on track. Your predecessor wouldn't have stood up to me like this, and shown me how wrong I was. Now let's sort this out properly. Oh, look at that smug little shithead.
That is a smug little shithead right there. Gavin walks right up to the smug little shithead who's busy hopping... Oh, I'm sorry. Gavin walks right up to the smug little boophead who's busy hopping a frog around in traffic. I wouldn't mind... we're gonna skip.
Ahem, boy.
What do you want?
Can't help but notice that roll of tickets in your pocket. Big winner, are you?
The biggest. Got them all playing that spinny color game over there. See?
Really? It's funny, see, I own that game. May I see your roll, please?
I don't want to show you.
Well, I can see the end poking out of your pocket there. And I see the serial number on the ticket starts with a 1. Which is interesting, because the roll I loaded into the color spinner started with a 2.
I think not.
Meaning those tickets were one playing skee-ball, TM. Specifically by that girl over there, and you took them.
You're a liar. Leave me alone. I'll yell for my mom.
Seriously?
Do you really want to risk having your mom believe me instead of you? Instead, how about you give me the tickets and walk away?
At first, the kid looks like he's going to shriek bloody murder, but a few nervous glances at his mother, busy munching chips by the vending machine, change his mind. Take him. I don't want him anyway. He angrily stomps away, presumably to go play some other game on the other side of the arcade.
Yay! You did it! You found my tickets!
The girl actually hugs me. Well, hugs my leg, anyway.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks and thanks.
Now then, let's get you your prize. What is it you wanted?
Crayons.
And those we have. Kristi, I'll take it from here.
Oh, that's a fuzzy, happy feeling right there. No time to rest on my laurels. I've got other arcade dreams to defend. 2 problems in the can. Now to deal with the cupcake problem, Uh-oh. Too late. The vintage Midway TM cabinet Naomi just finished fixing up. It is covered in icing. Looks like Ashley's costume is going to need dry cleaning too. I shoot them a helpless look and shrug.
Hey, Kristi. I kind of wish it was pink icing. Then nobody would notice.
Yeah, sorry about that. I wasn't quick enough.
You still helped out. I saw you with those other kids. You're natural. I think things are winding down anyway. Why not take a break? And then I'll swap off with you and take a break myself afterwards.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. Honestly, I'm kind of worn out. Ashley's right, I need to step away from this craziness, if only for a few minutes. After a silent nod from Gavin to confirm it's cool with him, I'd slip away, headed for the employee lounge. What a day. Quirky co-workers, die-hard pro gamers, volatile kids getting into volatile situations. I'd say it's a recipe for wackiness, or some such cliche, but nothing's an easily dismissed cliche when it's happening to you directly. Frankly, I'm exhausted. I drop down into one of the cheap metal folding chairs in the employee break room, groaning and rolling my head back to try and work the kinks out of my sore shoulders. And spot an upside-down kid. Huh. Oh, wait, I'm the one leaning backwards. I sit up and turn around instead. Better. Wait, what's a kid doing back here? Hey, think he was hoping I wouldn't notice him.
Hi,
Hi. And you are?
Mikey.
Okay, that's a start. Hi, Mikey. My name's Kristi. So what are you doing back here? This is an employees-only area. Wait, there's a keypad. How did you get in?
Guy at the desk dropped this.
He holds out a piece of paper with the door code written on it. Huh. Score 1 for Ashley's wild storytelling being more fact than fiction. Okay, but you can't stay back here. Well, I don't see any knives or stabbing implements left out in the open, so I guess it's technically safe, but...
Please don't send me back out there.
Oh, this is curious. I lean in so we can be on the same eye level. Something wrong? You can tell me. I work here. I'm the gal that solves the problems.
No problems. Just don't want to go out there.
So you want to play with your friends? And he gives me the most cynical, bitter laugh I've ever heard out of a kindergartner.
I don't got any friends. I don't know anybody here. My family just moved to the city, and before that we lived in another city. And one more for that, but I was too little to remember. Mom told me to come to the party anyway, and I didn't want to, but she took me anyway. And then she left because she's got to work.
New kid in town, eh? He nods mutely. Still, I should have busted him there and then, brought him back out to the party where the other parents could supervise him. I should have told Gavin. I should have enforced the rules of the arcade. Okay, kid, I won't tell on you. If you want to stay back here for the rest of the party, I'll keep you company.
Thanks. You really won't tell my mom?
Nope.
Why? I thought you want to make me go. You're an adult like Mom.
Hey, I wasn't always an adult. I was a kid once. The new kid in town, in fact.
You were the new kid?
Yeah. Although for me that started happening back when I was 10. Again and again, moving from town to town, school to school, never really making any friends, not for years. Mom and Dad kept losing jobs and taking new ones, worse ones, and they'd be working all day long, too tired when they came home to do much of anything. After years and years of that, I stopped hoping things would get better. I decided to just take what I could get. I'd go with the flow.
What does that mean?
It means you don't care. Some things are good and some things are bad, but you don't care. You just do what you have to do without really being sad over it.
But that sounds so sad. You weren't sad? It's sad to never care about anything, right?
I guess I was sad. I just told myself I wasn't going to be sad, even though I really was. And then I bite my tongue hard. Because my little involuntary trip down memory lane was not helping this kid out. It wouldn't have helped little Kristi out if an adult did this for me. So instead, I decided to be the adult that little Kristi would have needed. Hey, it could totally be worse. Aliens could attack. It won't always be this bad. Life has ups and downs. Your mommy loves you, that's why she works hard. But this won't beat you, right? You're a tough kid. Or you take the time you need, I'll stay with you.
Speaking for me personally,
Sure, and that's...
none of these platitudes would have helped. Bottom one is the only one that could have helped remotely.
Andy says 2 or 5 have my vote. I also want to take the last one. Everything else just kind of feels... Aliens could attack is dismissive.
I mean, that's basically the Bruce Campbell, could be worse. Could be raining.
There could be spiders in here with us. Yeah, Badrat's saying 5. I'm also saying 5, so... You know what helps me when I'm sad? peace and quiet. That's why you came back here, right? All the beeps and the boops and the kids laughing, all the craziness, it's too much, but that's okay. If you need a quiet moment, I'll be right here with you.
Okay.
We sit there in silence for a time. I flip through my phone, but only half-heartedly. I want to be ready if he wants to talk. For a few minutes, he's okay with tugging at his shoelaces and looking at the floor.
I don't know what to do. Everyone's having fun, and I don't know how. I don't know how to make friends and have fun. I can't even try. I just mess it up.
It's tricky, that's for sure. But there's a good thing about going with the flow, too. It's not always sad. Think of it like... Okay, imagine a cup of water.
Huh?
A cup of water. What happens when you pour it into a bowl? Is the water still shaped like a cup?
That's silly. It's bowl-shaped.
Exactly. People can be like water, too. You need to know how to be quiet and peaceful. Now you need to know how to flow. Watch the kids out there. Watch who they talk to. Listen to what they talk about. And when you hear something you can talk about, when it looks like they want to talk but have nobody to talk to, that's when you can have some fun. And I promise you, some of the kids out there are just as sad. They want to have fun and don't know how. You could be the friend they need. And Mikey's smiling. Not a big goofy grin, not the high of happiness, just simple understanding.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay. I'll go back to the party. And I'll be a cup of water.
I take his hand, lead him out back to the main room. And off he goes. I'm not fooling myself. I know I haven't fixed all of Mikey's problems. I'm no child psychologist. That was entirely me flying by the seat of my pants. But for one moment there, I was able to help someone in the same crappy situation I found myself long ago. 15 years ago. Everything changed. No more family vacations, no more arcade visits. We couldn't afford them, and they couldn't take time off work. The whole Hailing family had learned to settle, to accept the lot in life we'd been dealt, to simply go with the flow, never hoping and never wanting. Juniper did her best to pull me out of that mire. I'd only known her a few years, one of the few stable times in my life, but she knew the edge I'd been pushed to. Now, here I am. Today's been, well, absolutely wild, alternately boring and hectic, surreal and way too real. But I can honestly say I'm more alive today than I have been in a very, very long time.
Beep beep. Beep beep, Kristi.
Huh?
Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
Oh.
Got another one, or?
Nope, I think that's it.
Okay.
My emotional voice analysis subroutines combined with your body language suggests you're very happy right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I am. How'd you know?
I just told you, silly.
No, I mean, how did you know I'd love this job so much?
Oh, I know.
Oh, that's easy. I didn't.
What?
I lied. I was 47% sure. Oh, it has some elements that seem to clip with your optimal social requirements. A fun atmosphere, spirited co-workers, helping people out, and so on, and so on. Also, I cross-referenced your roommate's postings talking about how much you enjoyed arcade visits when you were a kid. Still, 47%.
99.97%.
But I was 99.97% sure that if I said I was 99.97% sure, you'd be willing to give it a try.
Another thing to thank Juniper for, I suppose. You're a very weird little app, you know that?
Hooray!
I try to be.
From the cars pulling up in the parking lot, it looks like the party's over. It's just about closing time for the arcade anyway, and most of the gamers have filed out by now, if they hadn't already fled the tidal wave of kiddies. My first impulse is to go bug Gavin about my paperwork, but that can wait. I'd rather go help someone with the tidying up, or maybe see how our VIP gamers are doing. Not enough time to run around checking with everyone, though. Who do I want to hang out with? We have everybody. Yeah. Gavin's tapping at his tablet and frowning. I guess I'll go right to him. Ashley's quietly repairing her costume. Maybe she could use company? Naomi's prying gum out of a coin slot and looks ready to cry. Queen Bee's packing up her gear, getting ready to go home. Teo's cooling down with some Fast Cars 5 before the day's through, or Percy's finally finished his Moopy game and is ready to leave.
So I'm down for Ashley.
Sure, I like Ashley. I would be happy going to anyone, basically.
Choo choo.
Right, you're on the Pinky train. And he also says Ashley. I feel certain Bad Road will say Naomi. Unrelated, Fast Cars 5, 2 cars, 2 funerals. I will, says Bad Road, say Naomi. I also think we should go to either Ashley or Naomi because those are the two that we neglected over the course of the thing. I think Ashley could use the company more.
Alrighty.
This is a murderous outfit, by the way.
This looks like something I would have worn 10 years ago.
He has hit the right click. I got the fucking belt buckle.
It's very flaming.
It's really going. Glad I got to that joke. Also, there's some sort of Bishonen on her shirt there.
That's sailor tuxedo.
Some manner of sailor tuxedo. Ashley's pulled up a chair next to the ticket counter and is sewing fervently. I wander my way over to the prize corner to see if there's anything I can do.
Is that like a cross between feverishly and fervently? Because it said fervent.
It did say fervently. I think so. I think it was that. It's a real word. Need any help with Pinky?
Oh, hi!
Oh gosh, that's really nice of you, Kristi.
And I realized I think this is the first time I've seen her out of the flamingo costume. I didn't realize she could get even more adorable! Exclamation point. Apparently she's not some half flamingo, half human hybrid.
Oh, well that's disappointing. Of course I'm not a half-bird mutant creature.
What? How did you...
Oh, did I not tell you? I'm a cosplayer / arcade worker by day. Psychic detective by night. I solve all matters of grisly crimes with my ability to read people's minds. Even now, I'm looking into your deepest thoughts.
All my deep thoughts are of cats. Or, okay, prove it. Or, empty your mind. Empty it.
Of nothing.
This is my mind. Empty as fuck. This is your mind. Full of shit.
Why isn't your mind fucking empty?
You've seen that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Ian.
Yeah.
Ian just screaming.
As the angry Zen master.
Yep. I think everyone wants to say cats.
Everyone does. Everyone is, like, talking about the cats, so let's go. All my deep thoughts are of cats.
Alright.
This is bad. The first thing that popped into my mind was that video about the 10 kittens playing in a castle made of boxes. So cute. All cats are cute. I just want to squish them. Well, so what if Ashley knows about my love of cats? Okay, you've got me. I'm a cataholic. Ashley's laughter echoed throughout the quiet arcade.
Relax, I'm just messing with ya. But in my defense, the quizzical look all over your face told me everything I needed to know. It's always weird seeing people out of their costumes. I've done the same thing with other cosplayers. Couldn't recognize them outside of the wigs and makeup. Hey, don't take it personally. Plus, maybe I'll even trick you when I'm in one of my other costumes. But for now, I gotta focus on helping Pinky out.
How bad is it?
Well, luckily, Pinky's arm is still intact. My stitch job held up. But some kids pushed out a few of my tail feathers. Thankfully, you kept it from getting splattered with cupcakes. No, we didn't.
We did not.
This kind... Oh no. Oh no,
Uh-oh.
The trigger was broken.
It's fine, probably.
This kind of stuff happens all the time. It's just more common at these chaotic birthday parties. I've become quite deft at fixing Pinky up after these events. See, look at that. That was my last stitch.
Not bad. Looks almost new.
Could call it a last stitch effort.
Ah.
Aw, thank yous, Kristi. You know, you did really well out there today. You should be proud of yourself, no matter what Gavin says about you.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Well, I'm pooped. I think I'm gonna go home and take a nice bath and relax.
No, wait. Come back. Here. Too late. She's gone. I'm guessing she was just messing with me anyway, right? The thing's winding down. There's just one last thing to take care of before I'm out the door. I seek out Gavin to handle the remains of the day.
Kristi.
Shepard.
Good work today.
Thanks, boss.
Doctor.
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 We're Gallows and Anderson, and we're doctors now. Thanks, boss. Mid-boss? Sub-boss.
I prefer the Dark Adonis.
That's a great Disgaea joke.
Gavin will do. I can't say you've been a perfect employee, but my standards are impossibly high, so I'll just assume you were as close to perfect as is reasonable. You came to me when dealing with those stolen tickets. Good. I want you to know I'll always be here should you need me, even if I look busy. Normally, I'd have dealt with angry parents myself, but I was distracted. I've only second-hand accounts of your performance there, but... Allowing Queen Bee to yell at customers is questionable at best. She's volatile. I'd rather you have handled that one on your own, all told. I'm not pleased that you sold our Moopy for only $1,000, not $3,000 as I'd requested.
Gavin, we only paid $200 for that game. I'd be ripping off a customer.
A customer with exceptionally deep pockets, and one who squats on that game all day, spending only a handful of change in the process. If anything, $3,000 is what we need to make up for lost profit from Percy being so Moopy obsessed, or Moopsessed. What's more, why it's still here is a good question. Was I not clear I wanted it gone?
Percy didn't want to break up the family.
They're machines, not people.
He also didn't want Naomi to be sad.
Yes, well, Naomi needs to learn to let go, I'd say. Ahem! Are you giving our poor little Kristi a hard time, Gavin, dear? Miss Francine, I thought you were napping.
Be sensible.
Naomi's dream matters too. She does the dream of Percy, as does the dream of Percy, that poor fellow.
Poor? Isn't Percy stinking rich?
Everyone has a dream they're chasing.
Gavin, I know you mean well, wanting to keep everyone's dreams afloat, but sacrifices made in that name which shatter the dreams of others, well, that's not what the Funplex is all about. Kristi, you understand, yes, the reason why?
Why am I here? That's a question she asked me during the interview. Now I think I understand.
No, why are we here in this box? I think this joke's already been made.
Yeah, we did that last week. What was all that stuff about God? I came here today looking for hope. Hope that I could do more with my life than compromise, settle for what I can get, and go with the flow. Everyone I've met today is full of hope. Gamers chasing scores, people following their passions. Nobody here is willing to give up on their dreams. Not even you, Gavin. You know we're better than this, Gavin. We don't settle. We chase after our hopes and dreams and won't accept anything less.
I see.
Apologies.
Kristi, Miss Francine, I apologize. It's difficult to balance my idealism against my realism some days, but I know in my heart I need to err on the side of idealism, even if my mind screams in protest. I can assume you're still keen to work here, Kristi.
I don't even hesitate before replying. Absolutely. Gavin fetches a nearby short stack of forms.
Fill these out tonight, hand them in to me first thing in the morning. And welcome to the Funplex.
Welcome to the family, I'd say. I'm sure you'll fit in just fine, Kristi.
One bus ride later, and it's home again, jiggity jig. Juniper, already home from work, bounds over eagerly to interrogate me on my day.
So how'd it go?
It went well.
Well, or well?
I don't get what the difference means really well. Your little app came through despite being terrifyingly omniscient and just a little bit unnerving.
You forgot to mention adorable. That's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear things worked out. Oh, wait.
Yeah, you went backwards on those.
Shit.
Yeah, it's fine.
Shit. That's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear things worked out. And you even came home with a smile. See, it's the colors and the neon.
Yeah, I agree.
Like when you were a lifeguard.
Huh. I guess I am smiling. Interesting.
By the way, there's just one I thought she was just gonna say by the way because there was a long pause.
Yeah.
Why exactly did you order a giant crate full of pizza bagels?
I mean, why wouldn't you? I think we should eat pizza on bagels to celebrate. Andy agrees, as does Xenon. Did I neglect to mention that part of the terms and conditions?
On the plus side, I know what I'm having for lunch tomorrow.
It's pizza bagels.
Did you know that when the only thing in your fridge is pizza on a bagel, you have to eat pizza every time?
And that's level 1 of Arcade Spirits complete. Hey, look. You also won a prize. You'll get one of these for each level you clear, plus some extras for various endings and other hidden things. Now let's check your score. You're on Queen Bee's good side. Beats being on her bad side. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've scored 6,250 points. Nice. Keep talking with people and your score will go up, up, up. Today's pizza fact is, Americans eat approximately 100 acres of pizza each day, or 350 slices per second. Wow! Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 2?
Yes, I do.
Alright, are we continuing?
Yeah.
Alright.
Because I no longer think that we're going to be able to get all the way through this chapter.
Oh, not even close.
But I think we're going to get to... I think we're going to get to a certain point, and then we'll stop.
Alright.
Because it'll be a fun cliffhanger.
Level 2, Chasing Ghosts. Sorry. Level 2, Chasing Ghosts.
You should maybe drill a hole in the bottom of the
but then I don't sound nearly as muffled like an old arcade cabinet.
That's true. It is the future year of 20 boop-de-boop. And you know what? Things are pretty okay.
This really looks like the opening to an episode of Ninja Turtles.
It does. I've worked as a floor attendant at the Funplex for 2 weeks now. It's hard work, to be sure, but it's rewarding. In a spiritual sense, at least. I've helped Naomi repair pinball games. I've had tea with Francine while she reminisced about the far-out 1980Xs.
60Xs.
60 boops. I've also evacuated game... That is evacuated. I've evacuated gamers when the kitchen accidentally caught on fire. I've had numerous kids puking up nachos on my clothes. I've scraped gum off of any number of surfaces. Have chased what turned out to be entirely too many spiders out of a single skee-ball machine.
Having worked at an arcade, this is a realistic description of how it goes.
I believe that the person who wrote this also has done some time at an arcade. Okay, look, I know I'm not painting this as a very rosy picture so far, but honestly, I'm happy. I'm happy even amidst the chaos and the grossness. I'm happy. And that's all that matters, right?
Right, you're happy.
This is the best I've seen you in ages, Kristi. Before, you'd come home all drained and exhausted. Now, well, you're still tired, but it's a good tired.
My roommate Juniper has taken to stopping by during her lunch break whenever she could get away from her office cubicle long enough to do so. It's still hard work, don't get me wrong, but overall it's good work. I just feel good. Totally good and stuff.
Good.
Agreed. Super good. Double plus good.
Iris, we talked about you listening in on my conversations. What did I tell you about that?
To pretend I wasn't eavesdropping even when I am.
Exactly. You know, I'd be more sad about my creepy, privacy-invading digital overmistress, but I have to admit Iris really pulled through for me. Even if she also ordered a 3-month supply of pizza bagels on my behalf.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
But Kristi, when pizza's on a bagel...
So, Juniper, how long do you have left on your break? Any time to squeeze in some pinball or something? I can spot you tokens.
No can do. Our new assistant synergy manager arranged a team building exercise. I have to move colored bits of paper around or something and then exchange high fives.
Assistant synergy manager? That sounds like a very vague job.
Nah, it's actually entry level. Good pay and right on track to middle management. Pretty cushy if a bit dull. Funny thing is that they asked me if I knew anybody who'd fit in before they started advertising for candidates, and I said no. Who'd want to do that?
When was this exactly?
2 weeks ago.
So 2 weeks ago, right when I needed to find work, you told them you didn't know any good candidates for a well-paying entry-level job.
Oh,
Well, but you wouldn't have liked being an assistant synergy manager, right? Not one bit.
Juniper, please tell me you told them no because I'd already taken this job by that point and not because you forgot.
Hey, I didn't forget. I just, didn't bother telling you about the open position that night. I mean, you'd already had so many jobs you hated. I knew you'd hate being an assistant synergy manager, so I didn't feel the need to tell you. And it all worked out, right? You just spent the last 5 minutes telling me how happy you are here.
It's not a lie. I was happy here, indeed. Also not a lie, having packed pizza bagels for lunch. After having pizza bagels for breakfast. Because we barely have enough money to cover the rent this week, pulled together. Also not a lie, Gavin constantly hiding the numbers from us, insisting things were fine, all while dryly joking about perpetually being on the edge of crash and burn. Also not a lie, Every time someone in my family tried to chase after happiness instead of stability, we fell deeper and deeper into debt and misery.
Kristi, say something, you're scaring me.
When I lost my lifeguard job, I barely reacted. I didn't care that I was impoverished again and facing an uncertain future. I guess one of the nasty side effects of no longer going with the flow is no longer being numb to the reality of your situation. But I shouldn't feel upset. I've been genuinely enjoying my new job. It's restored my sense of hope that my days can be something to live through, not just endure. I have no right to be angry or upset at losing an opportunity as a safer, more stable future, right? We have honest truth. It's okay. I'm where I want to be. We have it's okay. Everything is fine. Lie to protect Juniper. Or it's not okay. Why didn't you tell me? Badroad asks, what even is a synergy manager?
Well, they manage synergy.
And Andy responds with, I'm pretty sure it's a consultant who tries to help people learn how to work well together within an organization, and haven't been on the other side of the exchange a lot. It sounds like a miserable job.
So it's not quite the same thing as the child experts who ruined Ghostbusters. Because that's what I was imagining.
Yeah.
People who go in claiming to be experts at something while not actually having any qualifications.
Mm-hmm. But that's perfect for me.
I like option C for the drama, but also I don't think I could actually choose to make Juniper sad.
I like option C because, like, even though we are happy in our job, like, that's a shitty thing to have done.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, smoothing it over with I'm where I want to be is factual.
The problem is it's not okay. I'm where I want to be, but that was a really shitty thing to do. That needs to be a fourth option.
She does kind of need to know that's not how you treat friends.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're getting a lot of C.
Mm-hmm. That's the closest thing.
Yeah. Nope, can't help it. I'm angry or upset. I'm angry and upset. All my life I've watched my parents suffer, given the short end of the stick in life, a curse passed down from them to me in turn. Now it seems like I had a chance to escape that curse, and Juniper took it away. Don't get me wrong, I love this arcade, and I did decide I was done settling, compromising, and going with the flow. But even so, what a missed opportunity. Would we be really settling to not have to eat pizza bagels for lunch every day? Juniper, what the boot? I could have had a stable job and you told them I wouldn't even be slightly interested?
I was looking out for your interests, like I always do.
Oh no, she's a fairy god roommate.
You'd have hated working at my office. It's a miserable, boring, frustrating, annoying, lousy little pile of soul-grinding nonsense.
What is an office?
It is a lousy little pile.
Sure, the pay is good, and you get solid health insurance, and paid vacation time, and they have a sweet coffee shop right in the lobby.
I hate the people in offices.
Sure.
And these really great chairs that support your lower back, like $1,000 chairs from Sweden crafted by master chairsmiths.
I don't think most offices have this.
She works on that, like, high-rise, though. Gee, that sounds awful so far.
I'm sorry. I should have told you. I shouldn't have held that back. But I still wouldn't have pushed you to take the job. It's totally horrible at my office. You'd have been miserable there, like me. I just wanted to do the right thing by you.
Okay, I accept your apology. I don't want to lose our friendship over this. Or keeping me in near poverty is the right thing. I trusted you. I think
accepting the apology is the right decision here.
I think it's the better of these two decisions. Badroad said offices would be great if not for the people, the floor plans, the furniture, the work, and the commute. I agree that she seems sincere in the apology.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're just going to take that.
Alrighty.
Okay, I get it. You've tried to help me out ever since we first met. This is just more of that. I'm still a little freaked out by missing the opportunity, but I can accept your apology. I'm hurt, but that's just the here and now. We'll be okay in the end, okay?
Okay. I'm so sorry, Kristi. At least it all worked out, right? You're happy here? You said so. You're happy here, right?
Yeah, sure.
Right. Okay, I gotta get back to the office. I'll see you later tonight back home. And if you're still mad later on, I'll understand.
Wonderful. Well, it's not like we haven't had fights before. I doubt this will break up our roomie alliance. We both just needed time to cool off and think. Or maybe I am in the right and Juniper's wrong. Maybe I was a fool to believe in this arcade dream.
Arcade Dream, the story of Bubble Bobble 4.
Hang on, calm down. It's not that bad. Maybe I should give up, resign from the Funplex.
Yep, let's just give up and leave now.
Let's fuck it.
That's the end. That's it.
We don't have another place to go to, but fuck it. Let's resign from the Funplex.
Game over. That's it.
It's not that bad. Right, I'm doing enough second guessing of my life for one day. There's no sense doing something brash. Just go with the flow for now. Calm down. Juniper and I will be fine, I hope. But the world refused to change. What I need right now is a distraction, and frozen pizza bagels are certainly not it. My pocket money is really slim, but I think I need to step out for some fresh air and treat myself to a better lunch than that. And hey, maybe some company, too. Nice and distracting, talking to someone about anything other than this. Who's available? Percy's taking a break from his score chasing. Queen Bee's between matches right now. Teo's shaking it on Showtime stage. And Ashley's not...
Oh, shit. Can I go back?
You cannot.
Fuck. Well, I guess we're going to see Ashley.
It's not often that both floor attendants can go on break at the same time. I should take advantage of that and see if Ashley wants to grab some chow.
I swear it was an accident.
Sure. Your pinky train bias isn't showing, like, even a little bit. On the plus side, I will not be lunching with Pinky the Funplex Flamingo. She's in her civvies today.
Oh, hi!
Hey, Kristi, what's up? Kitchen on fire again?
Not yet, and to avoid that happening again, I suggest having lunch somewhere else.
You know, I was just about to suggest that. Both not burning down the kitchen and going out for a bite. Sounds great!
Maybe taking a breather and stepping outside these walls will help take my mind off of everything that happened this morning. I presume you don't want any of this.
I'm on antibiotics.
Oh, right. And Ashley always has a story to get lost in. Maybe I could get some pointers.
Oh, hey, I know where we could go. You haven't been to the whole story yet, have you?
No, not yet. I've been existing off of all of these pizza bagels.
I do love me some pizza bagels, especially the sausage ones. I wonder how they make all those tiny little sausages fit on those bite-sized morsels. Like, is it on a conveyor belt with lots of sharp blades? Chopping down at insane speed. Someone's been watching how it's made.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't want to be caught under that. No way.
Focus, Ashley. Whole story?
Oh, yeah, it's an adorable little bookstore that also sells coffee and donuts. Get it? Whole. One moment.
She's hit print screen, everybody. There. And now we have that. We have that now.
It's perfect. Story.
Not a fan of puns, I take it. Nevertheless, I got a hankering for some mini donuts. Let's go.
Fortunately, we will not have to voice the people who run the whole story. Despite coming to this little strip mall for 2 weeks, I hadn't actually visited our neighbors. Mostly I did whatever needed doing, took orders from Gavin, lent a hand to Ashley and Naomi, things like that. Whatever the job happened to call for, no more, no less. I couldn't say I'd been part of any community outside of the immediate circle of my coworkers, whereas the others visited the whole story frequently. Ashley leads the way into a shop that smells strangely of dusty old books and sugary sweetness.
So, in Japanese, this whole story translated as Dokutsu Monogatari.
I don't know Japanese, maybe. Is that a good joke?
Sorry, that's the name of Cave Story.
Ah.
That's very funny to me.
Shingeki no Kyojin. I don't think I've ever been in a little independent bookstore. Or a bookstore at all, for that matter. It's 20 boop-de-boop. Who buys brooks and bricks and blah-blah-blah-blah-blah?
Bibbidi-bobbidi.
Take two. Or a bookstore at all, for that matter. It's 20 boop-de-boop. Who buys books in brick-and-mortar stores anymore? Choosing boop was a bad plan. But despite the subdued atmosphere, compared to the arcade, there are customers present and accounted for, sipping coffee, reading old tomes, and, yes, munching donuts. Ashley secures a tiny table for us before directing me to the bar. Hang on, what the hell is up with this menu? Is it organized by the Dewey Decimal System?
The Judy Bloomer. It's a bunch of mini donuts. And hey, my treat, okay? Sorry, Judy Bloom.
He wrote the Beezus and Ramona books. Those are some of my favorite books growing up. I mumble out a thanks, trying not to make a big deal of it. Ash's tight and boutique cafe pastries wouldn't help my situation much. A pair of middle-aged guys wait to take my order. Hey, I'd like, one super sleek glazed chocolate sprinkle special surprise with orange juice. You know what? Surprise me. What is your favorite donut? Or just a glazed and some coffee. Keep it simple.
The orange juice doesn't go well with anything extremely sweet because it takes out the sweetness and the tang of the orange juice and just leaves you with something bitter.
Yeah.
So that's a terrible idea at the top.
The middle option is basically what, like, fuck me up, man.
Yep. And the bottom option is fine.
It's what I would choose in real life because I'm not paying, right? Like, I've just been, someone has just said to me, hey, I'll treat you for lunch. And it's like, okay, just like a coffee and a donut. I don't even need to know what it is. Just whatever's cheap. Please bring it here. Thank you. Thank you for my life. The steak surprised me, I think.
Bread and water, please.
Bread. Bring me bread, no jam.
So, surprise me.
I think so. Hey, what's good? What's your favorite order from the menu?
One Terry Pratchett coming up, a jam pastry with Clutchy and coffee.
Hey, it's Graham from Loading Ready Run.
It is.
And his name is Ben. Not from Loading Ready Run.
No.
But there are Bens at Loading Ready Run.
Multiple Bens. The second fellow puts together my order and also drops a small paperback book onto the tray, featuring a many-legged wooden travel trunk on the cover.
Hey, that's a Discworld.
It is.
Loading Ready Reads.
Huh. A literally literary lunch.
With alliteration, apparently.
Say, you work at the Funplex, don't you?
Right, we've seen you walk past our doors every morning and evening.
Like clockwork, tick-tock.
Right, sorry. Should have introduced myself. Floor attendant Kristi Hailing, at your service. I'm your inside gal for tokens and tickets.
Oh, we are lousy at video games.
Totally lousy.
But Francine's just a peach, isn't she?
Paul, isn't that?
Dame you'll ever meet.
That's Jacob Burgess.
Oh, he sounds like Paul the way he's got the frog going in his throat.
A little bit.
Welcome to The Whole Story. I'm Ben.
I'm Matt.
No relation to the actors.
Although they're cuties, and so are we.
Oh, stop.
Stop being cute? Never.
Apparently, the sugar is available in forms other than round and holy.
Anyway, don't let us stop you from having fun on your little date.
Wouldn't dream of it.
It's not a date.
Just friends then? Friendly friends on a play date?
Maybe the real date was the friends we made along the way.
I'd say the real friends were the friends we made along the way.
What if the way was also the real friends who were the real friends we made along the way?
Okay, now you're just being silly.
And how?
Anyway, next order, please.
The pair waves the next customer in as I return to Ashley's table with our orders on a nicely decorated wooden tray.
Andy also thought it was Paul.
Yeah.
These mini donuts are just so cute.
Ashley holds up a tiny donut in her hands like a chipmunk holding an acorn. Wah. She looks down. She looks down at the tiny pastry, and her eyes sparkle before she tastes a bite. Closing her eyes, the corner of her mouth curl into a wide smile.
Kristi, it's so yummy. I could eat these all day.
I wish I could have Ashley's enthusiasm about eating food. The same old pizza bagels day after day is dulling out my palate. Ashley's face changes from pure delight to concern.
Hey, Kristi. Is everything okay? You aren't your normal self today. You seem a little off.
We're not going to get to the thing I thought we were going to get to today. We'll finish this scene and then wrap it up.
Okay.
It's been an interesting morning. Kind of hard to wrap my head around everything.
Hey, I know how those days go. Even I feel lost and confused sometimes. There are days when it's especially rough.
No, Bad Road, pizza bagels have fiber because the pizza's on a bagel.
But most bagels are made with white flour, which is very low in fiber.
They're made with palm oil, which comes from coconuts, and coconuts are fibrous.
Oh no, this is terrible.
I know. Our responses are, you? Seriously? Little Miss Sunshine? Or, you feel the same way, huh? Or, just let her keep talking.
I'm for 3.
I think we shouldn't take 1.
You? Seriously? Little Miss Sunshine?
Yeah, if someone tells you that they feel a certain way, it is kind of a shitty thing to do. To say, my perception of you is markedly different.
It's like when you say that you're stressed when you're working at a small business and your boss goes, well, what do you have to be stressed about? Even though they do half as much work as you do.
Exactly. It's super shitty. Andy votes 3. Bad Road says 2 or 3, so let's jab 3.
Alright.
Andy's on the Arcade Spirits IMDb page and says something that's a spoiler for later, but also I just learned that the voice for Naomi is the same voice as Ramsey, the witch who wears a tiger hat for a flat tiger for a coat and Indivisible. We have Indivisible. I was going to play that on stream. Maybe I'll do that after this game.
Yeah. Got that in my library somewheres. How do I explain this?
No. I know it seems totally unlike me, but honestly, deep down I'm scared. I feel like I don't really know who I am.
Maybe I'm a flamingo.
See, you did the actual thing. I did the thing I always fucking do which is in my brain. I hear maybe I'm alive, and then fucking Edge's theme music from WWE.
I mean, Edge and Christian are basically lions.
On this day,
totally radical lions.
I said, Sam, God, you laugh. Anyway.
Every time I look at myself in the mirror, I don't know who this person is who is staring back at me.
Unless I'm wearing the mask, then I know exactly who it is.
I mean, in my heart of hearts, I know I am Ashley Wolf, but that's all. What makes up Ashley Wolf?
A lot of pink feathers and drumsticks.
Who am I? Who am I really? That's what I'm searching for.
I really thought she was gonna bust into song when she said that's what I'm searching for.
That took an unusually serious tone compared to Ashley's usual chipper attitude.
Almost like people put on a specific image at their job.
Yeah, almost like people have work sonas. And I can't say I entirely get what she means about not knowing who she is, says Kristi, hailing the Arcade Spirits video game character, not the one who's sitting here incredibly trans. Well, no, I kind of get it, considering I don't know what I want from life. What you want and who you are often linked ideas, right? But Ashley looks so forlorn, I can't just sit by and say nothing. I won't let this silence drown her out.
You should try searching in an abandoned house!
Not Kristi hailing noted trans robot, no.
Come on, gang! Let's go searching for who Ashley really is! She was Old Man Jenkins all along!
Oh no, that's so many layers deep. I don't like that.
What I would have gotten away with it too if not for you Arcade Spirits!
What I do like is middle choice, asking is that why you cosplay, because that's...
Mm-hmm. On the other hand, that could be presumptuous.
It could be presumptuous, but I think...
On the other hand, it's taking an interest in what she likes.
I think it is engaging, and it's... Not to be deeply manipulative, but it is giving her, like, something to talk about and focus on that isn't whatever's bothering her.
Uh-huh.
Which is why we came out here in the first place.
Well, let's check out her new cosplay.
Xenon says we should try searching in an abandoned house. That's where I found my gender, in an abandoned house. Yeah, I think we're gonna check out her new cosplay. I wonder if Ashley uses her cosplay as a way to help explain her world, to discover things she couldn't obtain without it. Cosplay helps you find what you're looking for, right? Ashley looks shocked and slightly embarrassed.
Whoa, how'd you guess? Are you psychic? You have to tell me if you're psychic. Those are the psychic rules. Otherwise, it's entrapment, am I right?
Yeah. No, it just makes sense, I guess. We all have our masks, do we not?
Yeah, we do. When I reflect on my life, I really do love cosplay, which I guess is how we're just gonna say it every time now.
You started saying it, and I knew you were saying it, like, because that's the way Stinko Man says it in that thing, and so now that's just what it is.
Kind of like how in DuckTales they have to pronounce it aeroplanes.
Do they? I've not actually watched much DuckTales. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
Fuck.
I really do love cosplay, and I love the rush it brings. I get to be whoever I want, whatever I want. I can be a starship captain, an elf, a starship captain who's also an elf, a giant pink flamingo mascot even. I don't have to worry about Ashley. I can focus on being someone else. I feel awkward in my own skin. When I'm in a costume, I feel like I'm at my fullest potential. I feel comfortable. But I think cosplay has really helped me understand some things about myself that I couldn't see before I started doing this. I just want to be able to love the person I am when I find them.
Xenon says, I wonder how many kids found their gender smoking the devil's weed in an abandoned house. Certainly non-zero.
I know several.
To which Andy replied, can confirm, definitely not zero. Knowing you, I think you'll do just fine there. If you can smile for the kiddies through a pink flamingo mask, you can smile for yourself.
I hope so. I really do.
It was the wrong time to take a drink. Ashley looks off again longingly for a second before snapping back to attention.
Oh my, I've just taught your ear right off. Beep boop, lunchtime is over, Kristi.
Right on time.
Hey, thanks for listening, Kristi. I mean it. And you know, if you ever want to talk about your problems, I'm here. I mean, I'm here at the funplex, not here at the donut book. Yeah. But I'm here for you too. That's what friends are for. And I totally know I might be overstepping my bounds here, but I feel like lately you're just going through the motions at the funplex.
Huh? No, they're great. They're just great.
You punch in and punch out right on time, sure. But from what I've seen, Kristi, you have so much potential. The flame burns deep inside. You gotta dig down and bring out that light, you know?
I'm sorry. Andy says, what's better than this? Just flamingos being flamingals.
You'll do great things, I just know it. And I've totally delayed you long enough. We should get back to Gavin before he notices we're gone. Alright.
Yeah. So, I wrote a really good go live too that was predicated on the idea that we would get to an event that did not occur. So I guess I'm just going to fucking repeat it next week.
Hooray!
Next week when I'm playing more Arcade Spirits, because that's that. You want to take us to the... Oh, you don't have an outro screen for this. Okay.
Outro screens are for
people who have outro screens. So, hey, we've been Kristi, and we've been Katie.
Last I checked.
And we've been playing Arcade Spirits. We're 2 of the 5 people who regularly stream on this channel, along with Katie's sisters Annie and Alice and Sue. And we stream 6 days a week, so if you wanted to jiggle the follow button about, you can get a feel for when we're going live. Let's run down our schedule.
Zach, you gotta rotate the follow button with the left stick and wiggle it with the right stick.
Yeah, it's a bad... Nothing about this website is designed well.
It'll wobble like a cat.
Yeah. So let's run down the schedule. Tomorrow's Tuesday, and that's Andrea playing more Yakuza 0. After that is Wednesday, where Sue will be playing a more Monster Hunter World with Mox. The next thing is Thursday. Thursday will be Alice and myself, and we will be playing Doom Eternal. Nearing the end of Doom Eternal, I think. It doesn't
getting along there.
It doesn't seem like there's a lot left, but I could be wrong. It could take a really hard turn somewhere. But we're going to be playing more Doom Eternal, which has been a great game to play.
I'm assuming that the final boss is going to be Sam Hayden, but like in taking over the robotics of a Titan.
Oh, I was thinking
that's
the
my
Con
guess.
Maker, but
Nah, I think Con Maker is going to die before the end.
Oh, that's probably true.
Because Samuel Hayden is always trying to get a step up on everyone.
So watch out for that. Friday will be Katie. You will be playing more Luigi's Mansion.
That's the plan.
This is all presuming our internet holds up, which has been absolutely fine tonight. We've dropped literal 10 frames. So I guess we might have to cancel the...
I'm gonna... if it doesn't get worse at some point before I go to bed, I'm just gonna delay it like before.
Okay.
Because this is ludicrous. Anytime I call them, it starts working temporarily until right after the tech appointment, and it feels intentional.
Really sucks. And then Saturday we don't stream. Sunday is our community day, where us and a bunch of friends get together and play a video game together, like friends do. And I'm told. Not too familiar with it myself. And then Monday I'll loop back around to the 2 of us, if you're still willing to come back, playing more Arcade Spirits. And if you're willing to come back, please do. You can check out not just our schedule, but the schedule for our entire stream team at schedule.truck.community. It works now. That's not going to be reflected in the thing
That hasn't been
banged.
updated yet.
We're working on it, but you can find it at schedule.truck.community, which just goes to that same website. It's just a redirect, but it's easy to remember. And speaking of things that are easy to remember, if you would like to check out our YouTube, which has all the VODs for games that we've played for, the last 4 years or longer.
It's like 3 years.
Is it? Then you can go to youtube.truck.community. And that's a good place to go for those things.
Because we're up to like exactly 2 years as affiliate, and we had a year before that.
That's true.
Because we were like the slowest to make affiliate ever. Because we just kind of clawed our way up on our own.
Mm-hmm. You know, they say, claws up. Shout out.
Claws up?
That's the motto of the Baltimore Crabs.
Oh.
The Blaseball team.
Gotcha.
They're in heaven now. Or whatever Blaseball 2 is. We presume it's heaven or hell. It's weird. I should be saying something else and I'm not. Oh, hey, I didn't talk about the rest of our team. Xenon Fiber, Riz Plays Games, Bad Road, and the Land of the Rising Sun. They are other great streamers worthy of your time and attention. Please go check out those channels if you are looking for more people to follow. Is there anything else I need to say? If you're watching this as a VOD, a selection of the links available under Bang Donate and Bang Taylor are going to be in the description. We ask that you please check those out because Black Lives Matter.
Also, I want to call attention to this because Lego canon is wild.
Yep. What's Robin Loot?
She's a great mighty pirate.
Has been on HRT for 22 years. Good. Good for her.
All right. We all done?
I think we're all done. What did we get under prizes? Let's look at that just real quick.
Oh yeah, what's a prizes? It's unlockable artwork.
Oh, here's a render of the Funplex in 3D.
Y'all can't see it.
Wait, is the Funplex made in 3D and then...
I imagine it's pre-rendered like a PlayStation game.
Huh, okay. It looks just flat. That's wild.
Yeah, it's probably drawn over once they've rendered it all in so they can get easy perspective.
Huh, rad. Okay. Well, that's been that.
Here's a circuit board.
We'll see y'all next time, and... We flip those dip switches?
Yes. I have no idea what they do.
Oh, that's interesting.
I bet there's cheat codes there.
I bet there's cheat codes in there also. So that's that. Until we see you next time, stay safe.